and welcome to our weekly edition of Kogi in Focus, the program that keeps you abreast of happenings and developments in and around Kogi, Nigeria's confluent state, within the last 7 days. I'm Oluwatosin Osuji. On today's edition, Kogi Governor YAHAYA BELLO promises to bring killers of APC member UMAR during last week's legislative election to justice. State government tells its appointees vying for political office in forthcoming general elections to resign. And when we hit the streets, we will hear from the people of Kogi East on their voter registration experience. These and more when we return. Don't go away. Welcome back. The Kogi state government has congratulated all APC members who made Lokoja Kogi Koton-Karfe Federal Constituency by-election a success for the party. The state government wants its appointees contesting elective positions in the upcoming general elections to resign their appointments and prepare. The Director General of Media and Publicity to the Governor, Kingsley Fanwo, who briefed journalists after the state executive meeting in Lokoja, said this is to allow aspirants participate in all electoral activities.
Congratulated all APC members and leaders across the state, and also expressed his congratulations to the winner of the election, Alhaji Haruna. He's also enjoying party faithful to continue to work hard so that the party will record landslide victories in the 2019 general elections in the state.
A parental death support bill was also agreed on to be passed to the State House of Assembly for action.
Portray a very good image, as I said, that would even attract some international collaborators. I haven't seen the type of law that we have in place as it relates to maternal and prenatal deaths. They would want to partner with us in the health-related areas for better life for our people in this state.
3 of the police officers who got their promotion, Audu Adams, Ishaya Dauda, and Kanu Ndubisi, were decorated with their new ranks by Governor Bello and his deputy, Simon Achuba. Governor YAHAYA BELLO sympathized with the national woman leader, Salamatu Bayuwa, over the death of her mother. He also sent condolence to the Commissioner of Youth and Sports, whose father also died within the week. Kogi State Governor YAHAYA BELLO says his administration will stop at nothing to ensure the killers of an APC member, Yahya Umar, during the just concluded by-election are brought to justice. Governor Bello made the promise when he visited the deceased family in Lokoja.
It is painful, it is condemnable, and we detest it. We all know how much you've been striving and working hard to ensure that there's peace and security in this land. And he is one of those that has been thriving and assisting us to ensure that any act of crime and criminality no longer exists in Kogi State. However, the murderers murdered him on that day. I came to pay a condolence visit to the family and to assure you that I am with you 100%. And also to assure you that the perpetrators will surely be brought to justice.
Father of the deceased, Ishaya Umar, condemned the brutal killing of his son and urged youths to desist from being used as perpetrators of wickedness. He also expressed gratitude to Governor Bello and his visiting team.
Every soul will definitely taste death. But the question is when, how, and where. So that is why by the time It happens anytime it happens like that, we look at it to be strange. That is an old thing. He has gone, may his soul rest in peace. We pray that this type of thing should not repeat itself again in the state, in fact in the country as a whole. We must not take laws into our hands, we must not kill before we win. What will be, inshallah, it will be. There's no need we kill.
Governor Bello also visited the deceased uncle, who is the Maigumeri of Lokoja, as well as visited the Oimehi of Kotokarfi over all that happened during the by-election that produced Haruna Issa as the elected representative of Lokoja Kotonkarfi constituency at the Federal House of Representatives. Kogi State Governor YAHAYA Bello has officially collected his permanent voter card, transferred from Abuja to OKENE. Governor Bello, who was at the INEC office in OKENE for collection, commended INEC for their efforts so far and called on the electorate to be like him and collect their PVC.
Upon the notification of the transferred PVC, top government officials accompanied Governor Bello to the INEC office to collect his PVC, which will enable him vote in his hometown, Ahache Agasa. Governor Bello encouraged many who have not registered to do so without delay.
I think INEC is efficient now. They are efficient because in record time I applied for the transfer of my PVC and I have it here, right now collected. In fact, it's been here for a long time, over 2 months now. Just that because of the pressure of office, I couldn't come to collect it. So everybody that desires to transfer their PVC should try and do that. At the same time, I am urging all the citizens in Kogi State and in Nigeria at large to go out en masse and register and collect your PVC. This is your power.
Governor Bello also expressed satisfaction with the just concluded by-election in the state that has produced Haruna Issa as elected member of the House of Representatives for Lokoja Kogi Koto constituency.
Alhamdulillah, it's an excellent exercise. It's a sign that myself and my administration is accepted in Kogi State. The Kogi citizens have spoken. It's a sign that Mr. President Buhari's administration is accepted, and Nigerians really appreciate us.
He said he is very optimistic that the 2019 general election in Nigeria will be successful and rancor-free.
Kogi State Governor YAHAYA Bello has advised youth corps members to be of good character and discharge their duties effectively. Governor Bello gave the advice during the official parade to discharge 1,991 corps members from the state's orientation camp in Asaya, Kaba.
Governor Bello, who was happy with the positive reports on the corps members from the camp director and state NYC coordinator, promised to make their stay memorable, has announced 10,000 naira to be given to each of them towards the transport to their places of primary assignment and another 5,000 naira each in addition to their monthly allowance. He advised them to be good ambassadors of Nigeria during and after the service year.
Gentlemen, corps members, as you must have been told, may I assure you that Kogi State is very safe for all of you. May I also stress that this administration rewards excellent service corps members who distinguished themselves in laudable community development initiative projects. The initiative of the NYSA scheme in promoting skill acquisition among corps members during the camping exercise is a worthy and impactful program of the NYSC. I urge the corps members to always make use of the skills acquisition centers of the state government and credible privately owned skill establishments for improvement upon the skills during the primary assignment.
Governor Bello also announced a sum of 5 million naira to be given to the family of Olukoju Jacobs Olajide, who died from a brief illness a day to the passing out of the corps members from the orientation camp. The NYC State Coordinator Ahile Omolara expressed appreciation to the state government for its efforts at making the corps members comfortable and secure.
We want to say we are grateful. By the time this camp is completed, it will be one of the best camps in Nigeria. At the rate that it is going, people are already asking, is this Asaya camp? And I keep telling them this is Asaya camp. Coffee, Governor Yahaya Adida. So I want to say thank you, sir. God will bless you.
She also thanks Governor Bello for his transport package given to corps members and the hand of benevolence extended to the family of the deceased NYC staff members.
And the chance to the Executive Governor of Kogi State, Alhaji YAHAYA Adoza Bello. Beep, beep, beep.
The Kogi State government has commended the Army Records Headquarters, Lokoja, for their efforts at chasing criminals out of the state. The state's security advisor to the governor, Jerry Omodara, who gave the commendation during the send-forth ceremony of the Army Records Headquarters Commander, Major General Felix Agugo, and Chief of Staff, Brigadier General Xavier Peter AKPAN, at the CHARI MAIGUMERI Barracks, Lokoja, said the activities of the outgoing army chiefs have helped reduce criminal activities to the barest minimum across the state.
Army have done well, the Navy, the Police, the DSS, all of them are doing very well. But we recognize the very specific thing Major General Felix Agugo did while he was in Kogi State. We really appreciate him. The governor is very grateful to him, and we are happy that he's living here. And that is why a lot of people are celebrating him. And they are rejoicing that he have put a footmark that nobody will forget.
Omodara promised the government will support the new commandant to achieve much more in the course of discharging their duties. The NYSC and soldier wives representatives commended the outgoing army chiefs.
One that his humility cannot be measured. We call him Army Job because he changed the mindset of the people to make sure that they do this job by choice and not by force.
He's a very passionate person that I have learned new things from him. He always asks about our welfare, take good care of us, and never feel ashamed of talking to poor people.
The commander and the chief of staff thanks the state government for the support received.
The service, the military as a whole, and in fact the security agencies can attest that all the necessary support that we need from the government of Nigeria and indeed the government of Kogi State, we got to do our work. I particularly am grateful to the government and the people of Kogi State for enabling me to do my work well.
It's grand, and I'm happy that we're able to come this far. The areas we want him to face now is in the area of foot patrols, to comb the bushes around Lokoja and its environment. Yeah, that will really keep these bad boys at bay.
The new commander is Major General Elvis Nwabweze Njoku. He promised to continue on the already established foundations to make Kogi State an uncomfortable place for criminals.
It's a great opportunity, a great call to duty, to serve in the capacity as commander of the headquarters command and Army Records. And it's a great feeling, great task ahead, but by God's grace, we're equal to the task and we'll do what we have to do.
If you are just joining us, this is Kogi in Focus, a weekly review of activities and happenings in and around Kogi State in north-central Nigeria. For your information, contributions, event coverage, and advert placement, please contact us through our social media handles and phone numbers displayed on your screen. Kogi State's Nigeria Union of Journalists Press Week held between the 10th and 16th of August in Lokoja. It was a week full of events that attracted journalists from within and outside the state. It began with a prayer and thanksgiving service in the mosque and in church between 10th and 12th of August, followed with a health talk and a free medical outreach organized in collaboration with the State's Ministry of Health. It was rounded off with an event with veteran journalist and special advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, FEMI ADESINA, in attendance.
The chairman of the Nigeria Union of Journalists, NUJ, Kogi State Council, Adesa Momo, called on government at all levels to carry journalists along in its policies and programs to ensure they are accurately reported.
Its imperfections, our country's democratic governance is in its ninth unbroken year, and the role of the media in democracy cannot be overemphasized. In the peak period of politics and politicking, when politicians heatedly jostle for position, the question the stakeholders often ask is where or how does the media pitch its tent, with a view to reporting the news without let or hindrance. So, on behalf of the Council, I appreciate the Governor, His Excellency YAHAYA BELLO, for the efforts it's making to enhance the status of the media in the state.
The special advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, FEMI ADESINA, who was one of the guest speakers, called on journalists to shun hate speech and stop spreading fake news. FEMI ADESINA, in his talk on the topic, the media and news reporting in an election year, encouraged journalists to uphold the truth and practice with the ethics of the profession at all times.
There are some people that are determined to pump the polity with fake news, and that is why the media must be careful. Journalists must be wary. The intention of those who push out the fake news is that the traditional media should take it and give it further wings. Therefore, those who take editorial decisions in our media houses, journalists, must be very careful. Otherwise, before you know it, people behind fake news are the ones determining what is news for you.
Others who spoke also compliment FEMI ADESINA's observations.
As journalists, we process information. What you find on social media is not processed information. That means it is not journalism. So people should be very, very careful what they are served on social media, and should also be circumspect before they consume what they are served on social media.
Top government officials who were also present aired their views. They promised that the state government will continue to collaborate with all arms of the media at both state and federal level to project the good governance of the government to the people and the people to the government. Promises were made to renovate the NUJ building in Kogi State to a better standard.
Equally, I want to request from you that for some time, I don't know how it happened. Kogi has always been in the news. And when you are reporting, you hardly report anything good about Kogi State. It's only the bad aspects. Anything that happened wrong is what you publish. You will never go to the good ones that the government is doing. I want to encourage you and I want to request from you that you please give a positive report of government activities. This government has done a lot. He has done a lot to salvage the reputation of Kogi State.
So I think the profession, because it's not the masses, it's not government, it is the profession that needs to do what we call a self-audit and a self-check, so that the people and the public will continue to believe what you tell them.
The leadership of the NUJ in the state, I want to say a very big congratulations to you for being very dogged in your preparation and determination to move the State Council forward. We believe that information management is very crucial to the success of democracy in the country. It is the belief of this government to ensure that information are disseminated to the people at the grassroots, while public opinion and perception about the government is also carried back from the various phases of the committee to the center. And the only way we can do this is to strengthen the state media outfit, which we're doing already. So this is to tell us that the government of His Excellency BELLO is journalist friendly and is ready to support the practice of the profession in the state in every ramification.
Awards were given to honor some personalities for their contributions towards building cordial relationship between the government, the people, and journalists. A few of them are FEMI Additional Special Advisor to the President of Media and Publicity, Dr. Raja Idris, an industrialist, and
in continuation of our efforts to make healthcare services available to as many people as possible, the wife of the Kogi State Governor, Rashida Bello, through her PET program, KOYEF, has embarked on a medical outreach across the 5 local government areas of Kogi Central. The outreach tagged Take Free Medical Health Care Service to the People began on the 17th of August in OKENE and will run till the 21st of August 2018 as Governor's wife team move to Okehi, Adavi, Ogori Magongo and Ajakuta local government areas. The Governor's wife has called on mothers and their children, including less privileged, to make themselves available for proper medical checkups and drug prescriptions. It's no longer news that the voter registration exercise has been extended by 2 weeks now to end on the 31st of August. How has the exercise been? Is a 2-week deadline extension sufficient? These are some of the questions we put to the people of Kogi East. Their reactions are this week's views from the streets.
Challenges, like the major challenges we are facing here now, is just that the number they are sharing is just even, they are numbering it 1 to 20. And what about the population here? We are even more than 200 plus. So I don't know if they can able to modernize it, as in let each and every one of us go inside, then they will have each coordinators that will be attending to each and every one of us. That will make it more easier and faster for all of us all.
I know that the date has been inserted, but I want to collect it so that I can go back to school. It is because here is my say, that is why I come here to come and collect it. If not, I see others say to collect it for.
Why the system in this INEC is it not reach us. We are having two systems in this INEC. To the government that is to add more system, let everything to be faster. And also it's about some INEC administrators and some of the staff that they have to be loyal to us. Not as we are coming here, they will be shouting, powering, talking anyhow to us, which is very bad. And we are human beings.
Many thanks for staying with us. This is where we draw the curtain on today's edition. Join us next week, same time, same station, for another package of Kogi in Focus. And, as I always say, do to others what you want them to do to you. I'm Oluwatosin Osuji, wishing all our Muslim brothers and sisters happy Eid Kabir. Do have a beautiful week.